Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kyle Watts. So today we're going to check out the brand new product from SmallRig. This is the professional cage kit for the Sony a7S III. All right, guys, so let's get right into this thing. This is the brand new SmallRig professional cage kit for the Sony a7S III. This is specifically made for the Sony a7S III as it's form-fitting for that camera. This is the one that comes with the handle and the HDMI clamp, as well as the cage. They do make this also in a kit without the handle, so if you want to use your own handle or a different one, you can totally use that as well. But let's get this thing open here. All right, so we have a nice little foam packaging here. Got some tools. We have the cage itself here. And I have the top handle and the HDMI cable clamp. So it's like a three-piece kit here. This is the cage frame, and this thing is pretty darn light. I wasn't expecting it to be this light. This is supposed to be the 133 gram kit, and I believe that's when without any of the attachments attached to it. 133 grams. It is a magnesium aluminum, which is supposed to be like 40% lighter than standard aluminum. Handle's really light. This whole thing feels very, very light, which is kind of cool. So you notice there will be some basic design changes here on this one. On this one, they made the cold shoe on the left side instead of on the right side where it was on the previous model. It has a NATO rail on the side for NATO attachments. It does look like it only goes down about halfway. You do have some other attachments. It also looks like when you have the HDMI port on there that your NATO rail is kind of being used up at that point. So that might be kind of a disadvantage if you're using this, but really if you're using any attachments over here, you're probably not using the HDMI clamp anyways. So it comes with a tool that's magnetic on the bottom here. So you have your Allen wrench and your flathead screw for this. You can pop that right back in there and it's magnetic. It should stay on quite well. That way you don't have to carry around tools with you, which is really nice. So this one has the area mount on top, which has the locating pins on the sides. So on top of this cage specifically, there is only 2 locating pins. So if your accessories have locating pins on the front and back and you can't change them, you're going to be kind of stuck going that position. This specific one does have it. If you unscrew the screw all the way, you can actually take it out and turn it and put it back in. So you can mount it this way. Let's get this camera put in this cage though here. So it's Sony a7S III. So I'm using the Sigma 2470 on this one. And I believe it's probably not going to fit through. So yeah, I don't know if there's gonna be any lenses that are actually gonna fit through here unless you're really running a compact lens. All right, so on this cage kit, you will have to take off the camera strap mount that's on the side of Sony's. It's pretty easy to take off. It's just like a keychain. So let's get this thing kind of fit in here. On this one, you do want to kind of flip this up. You can leave the other one on though. All right, so we got it slid in here now. All we got to do is just take off this tool here on the back. You can kind of get it finger tight here, get started, get this screwed in. Let's get my lens back on. So the camera strap mount on here, now that you have the dangly thing off, you can mount the screw directly into the camera cage. And now what this is going to do is it's going to not allow the camera to twist on the cage because you don't want that thing spinning around. You want it to be solid. Okay, so now I got that solidly in there. Now I have 2 points of contact, one on the bottom, one on the side, and then on this keychain, or this tool, we'll just go ahead and throw that back in there. So first impressions right away, I'm noticing that you have plenty of room to get to your battery door on this, which is really good. You do have a couple extra mounts. It looks like a 3/8 mount and a 1/4 mount. It looks like you may have some locating pins on the bottom here too. So if you're running any kind of tripod that has separate secondary mounts, you can do that. So the side grip here, I'm noticing it's a really slim design. It's a little slimmer than the old one, and when holding this thing, it's not really getting in the way of the thing. I feel still like I'm grabbing the grip and not so much on the side here. That's not a bad feel. But you will notice on the top here that they completely changed the top of this thing and made it very slim so that you can still access all your buttons. Your C2 buttons, still accessible. It's got a little bit of the post here is a little bit in the way, but it's not terrible. But you do have still full control of all the buttons. It looks like this mount on the wheel, it might get a little bit in the way, but just because of these button systems. I don't know why Sony doesn't do the same system that they do on their exposure dial, where you can push it and lock it and push it out and unlock it. That would make more and more sense to me, especially once you start putting on kits. On this side, we have the cold shoe mount. If you notice here, those arrows, it actually does hard stop here. So when you push forward your cold mount, it's going to hit the end and it's going to stop, which I think is great. I think it adds a little bit more security to any kind of thing you're putting on here, whether it's a mic or a light or something. The NATO rail on the side, like I said before, it looks like it's only about halfway down. So if you're planning on having accessories or another handle, you're gonna have to check to see if that's gonna work well. Otherwise, there is mounting points that you can get handles that aren't NATO rails. Kind of off the bat, one thing I'm noticing here, I didn't even think about it, but there's no forward-facing mounts on the front of this cage, which I kind of wish they had. I'm sure you probably can mount some kind of adapter from the side, or maybe off the NATO rail they have something. It'd be nice to see them put something on the front of this so you can mount different like follow focus things. Yeah, all in all, this thing doesn't really add any weight to this at all. I feel like my lens cap weighs more than this cage, which is sweet. So the handle here, we'll put this thing on. So it has the two locating pins. We'll put those in the holes, tighten this down. So you can get this thing pretty hand tight. It's going to be pretty good. I would still probably recommend taking off the tool every time you use this. And then there's all these little holes in the inside of the wheel. You can just put them in there and then turn it. You can kind of lock it tight. It might still come loose on you a little bit, but that's why it's nice having your tool here for you. But this thing has like an incredible feel here. So far, one thing I'm definitely seeing I like about this is it has a 3/8 in the front with the airy pins. It looks like it has a locking cold shoe mount. It looks like it pushes down on this one, not in, which at first, if you're used to the other ones, it might be kind of annoying. In the back, it looks like it has a cold shoe that faces forward, and it also looks like in the back here too, it has a cold shoe that you can put going downward. I don't know if that would be good for like a second mic, or maybe even like the Rode Wireless Go system. You could put something like that in there. That's pretty cool. But then the one thing that you notice that the handle has here, it's got plenty of mounts on the top. It has a 3/8 mount with another airy connections up top, one here. So you can have different kind of mounting points for your monitor, different rigs. I actually have the swivel joint for my monitor, so I'll be using the cold shoe mount. But I like that you can use this up. I really like that they put a cold shoe mount on the side so you can still mount a microphone. But yeah, this handle, what's really nice about this handle, if you notice here, they put the split here between the index finger and your middle finger, which kind of gives you a better grip. And then I like that they still have the thing on the front, so it's not like your hand can move forward. To me, this gives like a really good sturdy grip. I feel like it has a little more security than some of the handles that just go up and down. And then it's really nice and contoured. It has the thing in the back as well, so your hand's not really going to slide out of there too well. But this is a really solid grip feel to me. And then I like on this side here on the NATO rail, they actually have it stick forward a little ways so that if you're holding it like this, you get like a solid grip. I don't know if you can see that here, but this grip sticks forward and you can get your hands around it really well and have nice sturdy shots moving forward and back. You almost don't even need another handle on the side if you have that. That's pretty nice. But keep in mind, if you're using the screen on the flip screen, that'll be in the way. And if you're using a monitor, you might be in the way with the HDMI cable as well. But let's get this monitor put on here. So I'm using the swivel mount from SmallRig as well, and that's just gonna slide in place up top here. And it locks in place. You can turn that wheel down. So with this here, you now have your HDMI cable locked. It's mounted up top here so you can have your monitor, and it's gonna be a good setup for that. Let's get this mic put on because why not? All right, so we have it all set up here now. I have the handle kit, I have the whole kit put together. We have the HDMI clamp on the side hooked up. I have the monitor on top here with the swivel mount. The swivel mount, by the way, is not included in this kit, but you can purchase from SmallRig. I think it's like $20 or something like that. It's pretty cheap anyway. So this is the setup I have going. This thing has a really good feel. The monitor is in a good spot here on the cold shoe, but you can definitely get a different mount if you have it for the front, and I think it'll be in a good spot. I really do appreciate they leave rooms here so you can mount a different microphone. And it's a nice kit here. It's a nice little setup here. This thing's still really light. I mean, the camera and the lens, this lens itself is super heavy, but this rig makes this thing feel really nice. And I feel like this is going to be a pretty awesome option, you guys, for you guys putting together kind of rigs. As well as I think it's just going to be kind of a good option if you're just wanting a handle on your camera and having some kind of protection around your camera as well. This seems like to be a pretty form-fitting cage, and it's not really getting in your way, but it also allows you still to maximize what you want to put on the side of your camera. So And then, you know, you can still put handles and things like that as well on the sides. All right, you guys, so that's the brand new SmallRig cage kit. The number, by the way, on this one is 3181. So if you're searching for this kit, search 3181. Like I said before, they have this kit available with the handle and without the handle. I would recommend getting the handle though, because this is a really nice grip on the top. This is set to come out on June 21st of 2021. I know it's gonna be on pre-order available right now through different sites, the different like B&H Photo, things like that. As far as Amazon, I'm not sure if they'll have this whole kit immediately. I do know you can get the cage itself for $149 through Amazon right now as well. Otherwise, this full kit does retail at $219. I think it's an incredible kit, you guys. This thing it feels so good in your hands, and I think even just shooting with the cage, even without the handle, just having some protection on this thing kind of gives it some nice little grip. So fantastic product, you guys. Go down below, check them out. If you have any questions on the kit itself or any of the other SmallRig accessories or anything else you got on your mind, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Like this video if you found this useful, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, you guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Later.